morning.
Funny you should say that.
Why?
It is a lovely morning.
So it is. Daft, really. I always say it's a lovely morning.
We know.
Never think to check first.
You should never make factual statements without first checking the evidence.
Good advice, is that?
Give it time.
Sorry. Right, say that to the lads, to test them. Walk into the office, say, what a lovely morning. Especially when it's pelting down. Keeps them on the toes.
Can I drag your mind onto business matters?
That's a bit early. Important business.
You're in the football sweep, aren't you?
Depending on it for an early retirement.
Choose a ticket.
So.
Now give me 2 bob.
Extortion.
Look on it as an investment.
If United draw 5 all, I'm laughing.
Not my fault. I only sell the tickets for a good cause. PC Snow. Yes, put him on. I've started work, look. Morning, Mr. Bradley.
Just one last cup.
Busy day ahead?
Just a few routine inquiries, madam.
How's the murder investigation?
That depends upon the result of a post-mortem.
Medical profession to the rescue again?
The old favourite, blow to the head. Woman bangs her head on the fender. And the question is whether somebody was waving the fender about at the time. Yeah, I don't know what we'd do without the medical profession.
Die in peace?
Give over. And while we're solving the murder, there's a little shoplifting mafia we've been trying to crack for the past couple of months. We're keeping watch on a lad who might be planning to nick the crown jewels. And somebody keeps turning over every chemist shop in the parish. Thank you for a lovely breakfast.
Your turn tomorrow.
I wonder what'll happen. And in answer to your next question...
I wasn't going to ask a question.
I haven't forgotten that we're going out tonight. And I shall try to be home in good time, despite the enormous workload on my shoulders.
Well done.
I've remembered we're going out tonight, but I've forgotten where we're going.
Dinner with the Talbots.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Both doctors, aren't they?
Specialists. She's a gynecologist. He's ears, nose, and throat.
It'll be hard luck if one of them breaks a leg.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Snake.
Morning, sir.
Where's the rest of the crew?
House to house on the Thanesford estate, the woman that was murdered, sir.
Murdered subject to the medical report. Is that where you're going?
No, sir. Sterling Street School requested a headmaster.
Is that a good enough reason?
I was there last month, sir, giving one of our pep talks about not wrecking telephone boxes and not digging up corporation flower beds. Don't hesitate to call us, I said, for the slightest thing.
If you will go around issuing invitations like that.
I got the impression it was fairly serious, sir.
All right, off you go. Quickly. Chief Inspector Hawkins.
Put Mr. Forster through. Good morning, Morris.
You doing the groundwork now? Yes, we're a bit short-handed this morning. Hang on a minute. What are you doing this morning?
Castle Street surveillance, sir. Relieving PC Connors in 20 minutes' time.
All right, you carry on and we'll get someone over there as soon as possible.
Why don't you call and see me here this morning? We can supply a cup of coffee. Well, it doesn't taste very nice, but...
Local CID. Another chemist shop broken into.
It's getting beyond a joke.
It never was a joke. Here's all the relevant information. Immediate action, please. I've written that in capital letters.
Yes, sir.
You better get changed and get over to Castle Street. I'm going off tonight for a weekend's fishing. What do you think of my chances? Don't answer, there's work to do. minute. Oh, morning, Mr. Snow.
Morning, Mr. Bradley.
Good to see you again. Sit down, make yourself at home.
Thank you.
I've been trying to remember that word that you used on your last visit here.
I use quite a lot of words, Mr. Bradley, according to the situation.
It describes a police informer.
Grass?
I'm about to become one.
Well, I've no objection to that. Who are you informing on?
One of the boys.
What's he been doing?
There was a fight on the playground this morning. No bones broken or anything. Just a plain, straightforward bare-knuckle contest, you know. Well, I had him in here, read the riot act, asked him what it was all about. It appears this lad Simpson had sold the other lad a watch. And the other lad was behind in his payments.
Hire purchase.
In a primitive form.
Fairly primitive at the best of times.
Yeah, agreed. I gave him my views on money lenders and on the capitalist ethic in general. But, after I talked to a couple of the other lads and some of the staff, it emerges that Simpson has been selling quite a lot of stuff around the school. Watches, odd bits of jewelry, cheap and nasty for the most part. Dirty books and magazines.
Shoplifting.
Yeah, seems pretty obvious.
How old is he?
15.
One of your underprivileged lads, is he?
Not by our standards. Certainly underprivileged compared with the average oil executive or chief constable, but compared with most of the kids in the school, well, the family owns the house they live in. That makes them aristocracy by local standards.
Well, what sort of lad is he?
The sort of lad that needs a kick up the backside.
Haven't you tried?
Oh, yes. No disrespect, Mr. Snow, but you're my last resort.
It was nice to know what you are.
The king is relieved.
That's the cause of all the trouble?
Well, I'm bound to admit that at a glance I can't tell whether it is stolen property or not.
I thought all you lot had photographic memories.
Just a story we put about to frighten people.
You want to talk to the boy?
Not yet. Rather go round by the back door, talk to the parents.
I believe there's only one.
One parent?
Father found himself a dolly bird. What they call a single-parent family.
I've heard that story before.
Well, no doubt if you go and see the mother, you'll hear it again.
Thanks. Well, you agree, Arthur. I've got good reasons for being suspicious.
Indeed, yes. Ask Mr. Watt to come in and see me, please.
Yes, sir.
I agree it needs investigating. I have no intention of carrying out the investigation myself.
Well, no point in keeping a dog.
Tea's up.
Thanks.
And how's peeping Tom this morning?
Plenty of peeping. Nothing to see.
Hard luck. If you want to buy a car, why don't you just go over and ask them?
We're not interested in second-hand cars.
The people selling them.
It's a nice room, this. But you don't use it.
The brewery sent a fella down to have a look at it. They fed him into a computer and said that the room wasn't viable, whatever that means. Still, it's handy for espionage, isn't it?
Not bad.
Well, if there's anything I can do for you, like keeping the eyes open or anything...
We'll know where to find you, Mr. Davis. You're open about now, aren't you?
Did you fancy a drop of something stronger?
No, thanks. Just thought you might be needed downstairs.
Oh, I dare say. We get a lot of second-hand car dealers in over the lunchtime.
Mr. What?
do you do?
Mr. Forster is a builder's merchant job. Come here, sit down.
Go. I think I know your place, don't I? Along Sutherland Road.
Oh, one of my places.
How many places altogether?
3.
Sutherland Road's your main depot, isn't it?
Well, largest in the area, yes. Bricks, breeze, blocks, concrete blocks, sand, cement, gravel, all the big scale stuff. Then I've got a timber yard in Salisbury Street and a new place for bathroom fittings, sanitary ware, that kind of thing, on the new estate.
So what's your problem?
Can you read a balance sheet?
I've read a few in the line of duty.
Right. Have a look at that. See if you notice anything. The right-hand column's the figures for the last financial year. Left-hand column, figures for the previous year. Well, do you notice anything?
I noticed very large sums of money. And I noticed that last year your annual turnover went up by about 40%.
Mm-hmm.
And your profits went down by about a half. So I imagine that's why you're here.
Very good.
But that could be down to increased costs and inflation, couldn't it?
Yes, it could be.
But you don't think that?
I've made all the allowances I can for those factors. There's still an awful lot of money missing that I can't account for.
About how much?
Well, it's difficult to say exactly.
Are we talking about petty pilfering or an organised racket?
Between 10 and 15,000 pounds over the year.
So it's hardly petty pilfering.
And you'd like me to deal with it?
I have explained to Mr. Cullen we are old friends, but I don't expect preferential treatment.
May I keep this?
Yes, by all means. Oh, that is confidential, of course.
And I presume you'd like the inquiry carried out with tact and discretion?
Well, naturally.
Who's the best person to talk to about the inner workings of your organisation?
That'll be Dave Yates, my general manager.
Is he trustworthy?
Well, of course he's trustworthy.
The sort of unpleasant question we have to ask Mr. Forster.
I telephoned Mr. Yates at his office. He can see you this afternoon, if that's convenient.
Yes, it's convenient.
Well, are we ready for lunch?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with the procedure in these matters, Mr. Snow. Nobody's ever accused my son of shoplifting before.
It's simple enough, really.
Well, I'm glad it's simple. Explain to me.
We suspect your son of shoplifting, but there's no real proof. My guess is that we'll find that proof one way or the other in his room.
But isn't there something about search warrants?
There's a great deal in the law about search warrants, but I can ask your permission to search the house, and you can give me that permission.
Or not?
Or not.
I'll show you his room.
What are you doing in here?
Handy for the files, sir. Nobody to do the fetching and carrying for me.
Oh, aye. Rough is that. Chemist shops?
Yeah, 2 more done last night. Same pattern. I told CID we'd put it with the others and crack the lot.
At a stroke.
Naturally.
Fancy a swift half?
I'm tempted, but
Duty calls.
there could be a phone call. Medical report on that woman's body.
Ah, true. I should have remembered, since I'm supposed to be leading a murder inquiry. No time to concern myself with bricks, really.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, nothing. Just, either way, there's no time to spare for swift halves.
I'm trying to get my desk clear so I can go fishing this weekend.
What do you fish for?
Anything that's good enough to take the bait. I did actually catch a fish once.
Good. The thing to be...
Sorry, sir?
Oh, nothing. I was just going to say the thing to be is a close personal friend of the Chief Constable. But on second thoughts, I don't think I'll say it.
Thank you.
Is that what you wanted to find?
I didn't really want to find anything.
No, but you did find things.
We did rather.
So what happens next?
We'll have to interview your son, and from what you were telling me, we'll have to interview some of his friends as well.
No, at the moment, I didn't say anything about his friends taking anything.
You did say there's a group of them and that they do everything together. He brings them back here.
Circumstantial evidence?
Well, something we'll have to check.
Oh, yes, everything has got to be checked. So where will this interview take place?
At the school, probably.
I see.
In the presence of the parent or guardian.
I suppose that's me.
The mother or the father.
I divorced his father. No, I refuse to blame that, you know, the old broken home routine. No, I'll take the full responsibility myself.
Just like being back among the workers again. Sandwiches in the office.
Surrounded by activity.
Yeah. Just enough to keep me going. Jean's taking me out to dinner tonight with a couple of witch doctors. Oh, specialists, I beg the pardon. Have you ever listened to the medical profession talking amongst themselves off duty?
I can't say I have.
Almost as frightening as listening to coppers. Bet that's your medical report.
Chief Inspector Hawkins. Oh, Snow. I thought you were going to be someone else.
I should have been here to relieve me by now.
Who? The big fella?
PC Snow.
Oh, it used to be a dog handler, that one.
Told you that, did he?
Yeah. Yeah, he likes a chat, does PC Snow. I can, fix you a nice ham sandwich if you're getting peckish.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, he never stops talking. Almost friendly.
But we found these in your room, Peter.
You let him go into my room?
Well, I couldn't really stop him.
You mean if I hadn't got into your room, if I hadn't found all these things, that would have been all right? You're saying it's all right as long as you don't get found out?
There's men making thousands of pounds every day because they haven't been found out. The men that own those shops. We only lift things from big shops, not small shops. Only big shops with invisible owners.
We?
Pardon?
We only lift things? That's what you said. Who are the others? We'll find out anyway.
So go ahead, find out anyway. Oh, don't worry, I'll plead guilty. But I'm not shopping anyone.
Please yourself, Peter. We know who your friends are.
Funny that.
Why?
I know who my friends are too.
Genuine juvenile shoplifting ring.
They haven't nicked £10,000 worth of facing bricks and concrete blocks by any chance?
The biggest item, an alarm clock.
Never mind. Just thought we might kill two birds. I bet that's your telephone call.
Chief Inspector Hawkins. It is. Yes. Yes. You sure about that? Well, I don't know whether that's the answer we wanted. It'll save us a lot of bother, that's one thing. Yes. Okay, thanks very much. Medical report says there's no evidence to suggest anyone else was involved. The woman had been drinking heavily and death was caused by a blow to the head. That could have been the result of a fall.
She lived on her own, didn't she?
Yes.
So? Get a sergeant and a PC to complete the formal inquiries and report to the coroner. We've all got plenty of other work to get on with. But a
list of 7 names here, Peter, all friends of yours, all been to your house on many occasions. Now, there's an easy way and there's a hard way.
Always is, wouldn't you say?
We've got all their addresses. Do we have to go and search all their rooms as well?
That depends if all the other parents give their permission, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't depend on that at all. It depends on whether you'll help us. Save everybody time and trouble. Tell us who's involved and who isn't.
It doesn't matter what I say. Whatever I say, you're bound not to believe me. You'll go and check to be sure. So if it doesn't matter what I say, best if I don't say anything.
All right, you please yourself. But I'm not impressed. I've met too many genuine hard men. I'd like to use your telephone, Mr. Bradley.
Of course.
I'd like to talk to those other lads.
2 of those other lads are girls, hadn't you noticed?
I want a couple of men sent over to Stirling Street School to assist, and members of the inquiry team to resume normal duties. Oh, and I'd like to check that Sergeant Evans has called off the house-to-house on the Thamesford estate.
You've got your cup, I'll get you some fresh tea.
Thanks.
Forgotten you, have they?
Happens all the time.
Bags of action across there, isn't there, what?
They never stop.
Still, it's a bit of a doddle, really, isn't it, this job?
What?
You know what I mean.
One thing I will tell you.
Yeah?
For future reference, I take sugar.
What? You idiots.
How do you do?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, it's all right. Quite peaceful. Makes a change.
I'd have to ask you to give me a couple of minutes more, Mr. Watts. There's a traveller outside I have to get rid of. Wants us to be agents for a central heating system that I know on good authority is liable to explode.
I should get rid of him.
2 minutes, Mr. Watts.
Thank you, Amber Control.
Sustenance.
Sir,
3 spoonfuls.
well done.
Important message from Cape Kennedy was that.
Somebody's on his way to relieve me.
Oh, we'll miss you.
Ah. Get rid of him all right, did you? Central heating fella?
Oh, yes, yes. All part of the job. Having to deal with people you'd rather not be bothered with.
I know how you feel.
Oh, ciao. Yes? No. No, the next 20 minutes I'm busy. All right.
Oh, where do we start? Bricks, gravel, or timber?
It's a good question.
Let's start with the basics then. How involved is Mr. Forster in the running of the firm?
Oh, not a great deal. Not now. When he first started, he was a little man on
In
a
a back
street
street with a bucket and a handcart. Yeah, he told me.
Tells everybody.
So, effectively, you're in charge of the shop. And it was you noticed that there was £15,000 astray in the book somewhere.
Well, I voiced my suspicions to Mr. Forster. Then when he saw the balance sheet for last
He
year...
took notice.
Wouldn't you?
Not being the tycoon type, I don't think there's any point in saying what I'd do. Builders merchants, that's a sort of middleman operation, isn't it?
Yeah, like most things. We order 100,000 bricks, say, from a brick manufacturer, then we send them to the building trade as and when they want to buy them.
And that applies to all your business, across all kinds of building materials? Oh, what I'm trying to get at is there are 2 points in the process where you can work the fiddle. When the stuff arrives or when it goes out.
No, everything's booked down and signed for.
Yes, but if I sign a piece of paper accepting delivery of, say, 20,000 bricks, well, it's easy enough to lose 500 between me and the lorry driver, a couple of backhanders and you're away.
Well, we make allowances for stuff that gets damaged in transit, of course. That's part of the normal procedure.
Oh, but your materials are all bulk, aren't they? I mean, when it comes to stock taking, it's not like running a corner shop. You can't count gravel on your fingers, if you see what I mean.
Well, we make the system as foolproof as possible.
But not proof against a really smart lad who's good at figures. I take it you've got copies of all these invoices, delivery notes and all that?
Every transaction is recorded.
And how many would that run into in a year, say? Hundreds?
Thousands, Mr. Watt. That represents last week.
So where's the double check? I mean, you can't go through every one day by day.
In the final analysis, we have to trust people.
And that's the tricky part.
We're aware of that.
I'd very much like a conducted tour of the premises.
That's easy. Now?
Please. I take it nobody knows who I am.
Might frighten somebody.
Pretend I'm a factory inspector.
Well, that would frighten them even more.
All right. Friend of Mr. Forster's.
Fair enough.
It's almost true. I'm a friend of a friend.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
What kept you?
Organised crime.
Oh, I didn't know you were that way inclined.
Been solving some.
Have a medal.
So, anything going on here?
Not a lot. Fella bought a Humber about 20 past 2. What you been solving then?
Oh, a bunch of kids, 5 lads and 2 girls, been running a highly organised shoplifting ring.
Huh? What'd you do? Beat them into submission?
Oh, I've got ways of making them talk.
I'll bet.
Confiscate their ice lollies. No, it's all a bit sad, really, having to tell Mummy her beloved son's a thief.
What sort of kids were they, rough?
No, a bit soft, if anything. Don't think they wanted the money, just a sort of protest, as far as I can make out.
Well, all thieving's a protest, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fella does a bank. He's protesting because the bank's got more money than he has.
And is Chummy across the road planning his protest, would you say?
No sign of it. I think I can promise you a boring couple of hours. Our friend downstairs doesn't help much.
The landlord, he's all right.
He never shuts up.
Plenty of people like that.
I'll see you then.
I shouldn't be surprised.
Well, it's been a funny sort of day.
It certainly has.
Sorry.
Well, there is no point in being sorry, is there?
Yes, there is. Sorry for hurting people.
If only I knew why.
Don't ask me why. I don't know the answer to that. It's just... At the time, it just seemed sensible. But I don't know why. And I'm sorry about that, too. I'm sorry I don't know why.
I'll go make some tea.
Hello. The other lad's gone then, has he?
Yeah.
Good.
He's all right.
Oh, if you like miserable devils, he's great. I got the impression he didn't want to talk to anybody.
Oh, he don't mind talking, just a bit funny about listening.
Oh, can't remember. Do you take sugar?
Please.
How much?
Quite a lot, usually.
Right.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I didn't realize it was such a big place. It's a big problem.
Sit down, Mr. Watt.
Sure.
Would you like a drink?
No, thanks. My wife's taking me out to dinner this evening. I'm saving myself.
Yes, a big problem.
Yes. All those lorries zooming in and out with assorted loads of assorted quantities. It's like the Dodgems. Difficult enough to avoid being run over without checking on who's stealing what and where.
Well, I don't like passing the buck, Mr. Watt, but I do believe it's your problem now.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that. I'm just sorting out in my mind which is the best approach.
Well, if I can help.
Yes, I'd like to lean on you. You see, there are 3 ways that I could tackle it. First, we could go through all these bits of paper covering, say, the last 6 months and look for dubious transactions, false signatures, or even genuine signatures that turn up more frequently than you'd expect. It's long and it's boring, but if you look hard enough, you eventually find a pattern.
Question of man-hours, though, isn't it?
Correct. And we haven't enough of either on our side.
So what's plan B?
Well, that depends whether they're still at it. If they are, we could plant one of our men out in the yard there. And we've got some good shovelers on the strength. He keeps his eyes and his ears open and we work from there.
Well, I could organize a genuine job, that's no trouble. I could use someone, to be honest, if he's strong and willing.
And the other way is what I call the Judas approach.
How's that? Pieces of silver?
We don't talk about that, no. First thing, you give me a list of all the people who've worked here during the last year.
Here's a list of our current employees.
Thank you.
And I can arrange details of those who've left.
And naturally, we'll check this list for any names that are known to us. And you can tell me of any of these people you don't trust.
Oh, I see. I'm your Judas.
Just a figure of speech.
All right, Mr. Watt. Give me the list.
Many as that?
I'm not accusing them all, I'm just...
Expressing an opinion.
That's what you wanted, isn't it?
That's what I wanted. I'd rather not be seen carrying all this lot out with me.
Well, so you get the complete collection at your office tomorrow. And, I guarantee that nobody here will know about it.
You could mention it to Mr. Force-S6. Anyway, I'll ring you tomorrow.
Let me know which of your 3 plans you intend to apply.
Oh, bit of each, I should think. Perhaps a bit of luck as well. That helps.
You're a very good help.
Thanks.
You haven't cracked it yet, then?
Not yet.
Do you know what you're looking for?
Well, approximately.
Your mate wouldn't say a word.
Maybe he thought you knew it all anyway.
I can tell you all I know in 3 sentences.
Go on.
Well, I got a phone call from the brewery saying that they had arranged for the police to use this room and would I render every assistance.
And you have a very nice cup of tea.
That's all I know.
Haven't guessed anything.
That thing is pointed at the second-hand car firm across the road, so I guess that it must be something to do with them.
Carry on.
Probably to do with the blokes running it, right?
Not allowed to say could be thrown in a tower, but carry on guessing.
Well, the car firm is run by 2 men. One is called Summers and the other fellow's called Metcalf.
They drink in your pub?
No. They go to some drinking club along the road. But some of the customers call in here and that's how I know that Charlie Summers has been inside. Post office job, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You've actually told me so. Hoist the flag.
Matter of public record, Summers doing time.
I see, and now you're thinking that he might be getting up to something else, right?
Your phone's ringing.
Somebody in the office. That makes a change. Job for you.
Sir?
These 2 chemist shops. CID have checked them over. I want you to double-check for our files.
Sir?
Method of entry, style of the job, possible inside contacts. I promise to crack the whole package.
How many altogether, sir?
17 in a month. Too many, 17.
One thing must be understood, John. Because Mr. Forster is a close personal friend of mine, there need be no preferential treatment.
It's also a good reason for getting it sorted out, isn't it, sir?
Yes, of course.
It's a question of manpower. Either we put a lot of men on it for a short period, or we take it slowly and gently.
Good. So if you can see to that, I can rest in peace.
For fishing, sir.
How did you guess?
Let's talk to him.
Go on.
PC Nesbitt. Just a moment, sir. He's just gone out of the office. I'll see if I can catch him. Mr. Cullen, for you, sir.
You caught up with me in the corridor.
Mr. Hawkins for you, sir?
Chief Inspector Hawkins. Yes, he caught up with me in the corridor, sir.
Telephone.
I agree.
You have the same trouble, do you?
To us, it's usually somebody very important giving out orders.
Do you think it's any different from me?
Never run a pub, so I wouldn't know.
And you get these young whiz kids ringing you up, telling you how you can make money for the firm. For the firm, not for yourself. Oh, they've got university degrees and all, some of them. Never thought you needed university degrees to sell beer.
Not all you needed was some beer.
The right word, isn't it?
Tell me what you know about Charlie Summers, Mr. Davis.
I trust that you weren't dashing off anywhere, Harry?
Just home to my wife, sir?
I'm sure she'll wait, with patience and with understanding.
Yes, sir.
This won't take long. John, would you outline the case?
Right, sir. Building materials. A firm is short by about £15,000 worth.
Now, I'd like you to try a bit harder than that, Mr. Davis. You've just told me what I already know. Charlie Summers owns half that place across the road and he's done a bit of bird. I already knew that. Now, you tell me what you've been hearing in your pub. Because you have been hearing things, haven't you?
Well, you hear things, yeah.
So tell me.
It's just hearsay.
If I think it's rubbish, I'll say so. I ain't shy.
What if it's not rubbish? If it helps you? Will you show your appreciation?
No, I will not give you any money because it's your duty as a citizen to tell me what you know.
Oh, come on!
Come on yourself. Now, you're a licensee, remember? You tell me what you know about Charlie Summers, and I promise I won't come into your pub asking to see everybody's birth certificate. There. That's showing appreciation, isn't it?
Now, here's me complaining because the other fella didn't want to talk to me.
Come on. Like a good citizen.
Oh, all right. The first thing I heard, they know you're watching.
How do they know?
I don't know. Somebody must have seen you creeping at the back door. How should I know? All I'm telling you is there was a fella in the pub at lunchtime. And he says, I hear you've got old Bill living upstairs. And the fella that said it, well, if he knows, the whole street knows. So from that point of view, you might as well pack up and go home.
Except if they know we're watching, they won't try anything on, will they?
But you want to catch them at it, don't you?
Never mind what we want. Tell me what else you've heard.
Well, it may sound stupid, but I'll pass it on for what it's worth. Now, they're into the second-hand car business, right?
I got that much just watching.
Well, one night last week, past midnight, Charlie Summers took delivery of a lorry load of timber.
Timber?
Yeah, you know, off trees. People build houses with it, you know, that sort of thing.
I live in a house, Mr. Davis.
Well, then.
It's not illegal to be in possession of timber, not even in the middle of the night.
I'm just telling you, haven't I?
And I'm writing it all down in my book, Mr. Davis.
Oh, well. Anyway, this fella turns up with a lorry load of timber and him and Summers unloads it and puts it in the workshop. You're still writing all this down, are you?
Still writing.
Any case of this kind, there's no way of solving it without a mountain of paperwork. So we just meet it head on.
It's always the same with our limited resources.
It'll take a certain amount of juggling, sir.
Then you have my authority to start juggling. First thing Monday morning.
Right, sir.
Well, there's nothing more that I have to say if you're wanting to dash off. Unless you're John.
Oh, I've said all I wanted to say.
Good night, sir.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Mind you, I think it's gone now.
What's gone?
The timber I was telling you about.
Still room on the page to write some more.
Well, it's just hearsay now. You won't forget that.
Let me worry about that. There is some more, isn't there?
Yeah, but this could get him into trouble, this could, if it's true.
If you break the law, you get into trouble, and it serves you right.
I'm not saying that this bit is true, but
Somebody told you. I'm getting impatient, Mr. Davis.
He's got 2 wives.
You were going to say he was a multiple murderer.
Not that I know of. But he has got 2 wives. One down here and one up in Manchester. Both legal.
They can't both be legal.
Oh, you know what I mean. He's married them both. He's got their certificates and all the rubbish. I reckon your page must be just about full now, isn't it?
I reckon it is, Mr. Davis.
Yeah, well, if you'll excuse me, it's time to open up the bar.
Still busy?
Just typing out the report on the 2 chemist shops, sir.
Any joy there?
Oh, same as all the others on the file, sir. Very professional job. Somebody who knew what they were doing, what they were looking for.
In a way, I prefer the cowboys who make a mess.
It's a complex operation. Mr. Watt and Mr. Hawkins are putting their heads together on it. Oh, I'm reasonably hopeful. Oh, very kind, Morris. Well, will you tell Mrs. Forster that my wife and I will be delighted to come? Well, we come round one night next week. How would that be?
You working all night as well?
No, sir, just till I finish this.
Well, I was away to enjoy myself.
Now then, kid, sound the trumpets. We have cracked it. Oh, sorry, sir.
Better tell us what it is you've cracked.
Surveillance in Castle Street, sir. Had this whisper that Charlie Summers was planning a job, and according to my information, we can pull him in now.
A holding charge?
Yes, sir.
What charge?
Bigamy, sir. Wife here, one in Manchester. Registrar's office won't be open now, will it?
Get on the records. Let them do the donkey work.
Yes, sir.
And while you're at it, check all the names on this list with crosses.
Sir?
Dates of birth as well. Oh, on second thoughts, check all the names on the list with or without crosses. But don't start until I'm outside that door. I'm off to enjoy myself. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. What's all this about? Forces?
Builders merchants been losing thousands of pounds worth of gear. Bricks and sand and timber and WC systems.
Timber?
Yeah, timber. You know, wood. Like that. Like that.
I know what you mean. Charlie Summers had a load in his workshop last week.
Summers.
Oh, to hell with it. I'll ring records first. Get one thing at a time. Get bigamy out the way.
Just this once.
You said just this once the last time, and the time before.
Just as long as you don't get to expect a cup of tea. A privilege, not a right.
That's a short, rude answer to that.
Did you solve all your problems?
I can't even remember what problems I took with me this morning. My head's full of bricks.
No comment.
Remind me.
James Oldham, 37 Lytham Road, Thamesford. Harold Panton, flat 14, Park Mansions, Thamesford Estate. Ernest Parkinson... Sorry? Well, if I'm going too fast, it's because I want to get home tonight. Hey? You sort out my bigamist. That's your top priority. Can I carry on? Ernest Parkinson, God bless him, 29.
And we caught the shoplifters. Average age, 15 years, 2 months.
Oh, what you reading?
Karl Marx. Oh, it's an abridged version. He does go on a bit.
Homework?
Not on the O-level syllabus.
Oh, what's he got to say?
Well, if we're to redistribute wealth, he suggests a slightly better way than the way we tried.
No, I shouldn't really laugh. Not after what's happened today.
What else can you do?
What else was there?
Somebody keeps breaking into chemist shops and stealing dangerous drugs.
A couple more were done last night, and we don't know where to start. Masterly inactivity.
Fancy half?
You fancy two?
Anyway, I thought your murder inquiry was the big thing.
You can cancel that.
How can you cancel a murder?
Oh, the woman's still dead. That's not in dispute. But the medical evidence suggests that she just got drunk, fell over, and banged her head. Excuse me.
If it's the Talbots, tell them we're on our way.
Oh, John what? Yeah? Right. Thank you. Uncancel that murder.
What?
A man walked into a police station half an hour ago and says he killed a woman.
But the medical evidence.
Obviously he hasn't read the medical report. Apparently he was very eager to confess.
You sometimes get false confessions, don't you?
As many of those as the real sort. That's why we have to check very carefully.
John, you're not. You're going to interview him.
I found Harry Hawkins just as he was off for a weekend's fishing. I'm going to dress for dinner.